Good morning, second graders, and welcome to our math. It is time for lesson 4 in chapter 15. Our learning target today is identify, draw, and describe cubes. Now, let's see what they have asked us to do. Draw an X on the shapes with curved surfaces, right? Not straight lines. So let's see, are there any curves? And we have to circle the remaining shape with flat surfaces that are all the same. Okay, so let's see. Let's look for first curved surfaces. Well, this is a straight line, but this is a curve, so I'm going to put an X on that. Let's see, this edge right here is straight, but this is a curve, so I'm going to put an X on that. And this doesn't have any straight lines in it. That is definitely got curves. All right, so all of my curved surfaces are X'd. And let's see, circle the remaining shape. Uh-oh, there's two shapes. But let's see what else. With flat surfaces, they both have flat surfaces that are all the same. Ah, there it is. So this flat surface is small, and this flat surface is long, right? Big flat surface, small flat surface. This looks like a square if I'm looking at the edge, and this is definitely a rectangle. So let's see. Oh, this flat surface is a square, and this flat surface is a square, and this is the one that has all the flat surfaces the same. So I'm going to circle that one. And then it says to name it. Name the shape that you circled. So I'm going to get this. I have this shape that has all of the sides. They're the same. That's a square, and the square, and a square. All of these are the same. And in case you weren't sure what this was called, it is a cube. So let's write that down. What we have circled is a cube. Excellent. All right, so let's turn to the next page. The next page is 750. Let's go here. Each face of a cube is a square. And the edges are the straight lines. And where those edges meet is called the vertex. And the flat surface is the face. So where I have the word cube written, that's the face. This sharp point where all of these meet, that's the vertex. And this edge, this part right here between the two faces, is the edge. So I can use a dot paper to draw a cube. And all we do is follow the dotted line. I go from that dot to that dot, from here to here, right? I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. That means I go 5 down, and 5 across, and 5 up, because it's the same distance from here to here to here to here. Then I do the same thing in the back, and I say 5 over, 5 down, 5 across, and 5 up. And then I have two squares that I'm going to connect right there, and here, and there, and there. And now I have a cube that looks like this. All right, now let's see. We can do this. I have a shape. How many faces does it have? So if I'm looking at this cube, I know that it's got one on the front, and another one on the top, and one on the left. Those are the ones I can see. But for this one, there's one on the back. So that's 4 going there, right down there. For this top, there's one on the bottom, so that makes 5. And for this left side, there's one on the right side that makes 6. So I have 1, 2, 3, and then one more on the back, 4, 5, and 6. There are 6 faces on this shape. Now, vertices, right? Remember we talked about that? Vertex is 1. Vertices are more than 1. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are all around the top edge. And then I look at the bottom and I say 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and that makes 8, right? 8 is 4 plus 4. Then it says, where are my edges? How many edges do I have? And edges, remember, are where 2 faces meet. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on the top. And then I have 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 4 around the top, 4 around the bottom. So that's 4 plus 4 is 8. But then I have another set. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. When I have 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom, that makes 8. And then I add 4 more, right? 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. Then one more is 9, 10, 11, and 12. So there are 12 edges. Is it a cube? Yes or no? Let's see. I see it. It is a cube. This shape is a cube. All right, now let's take a look at this, and we'll do it on this shape. Let's see if we can find all of these pieces on this shape. Here we go. How many faces? That's 1 on the front, 1 on the top, and another one on the left side. So I have 1, 2, 3, just like on this one. Then I have the front, so I found the back. There's my 4th. I have the top, so I'm looking at the bottom. That's my 5th face. And I have the left side, so now I'm looking at the right side. There I go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces. How many vertices does it have? Remember, vertices are where the edges meet the corners. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, 5, 6, 7 that we can see, and then they have the dots there, 8. There are 8 vertices. And edges. Edges are the lines between the faces. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the bottom, and then I'll keep adding 9, 10, 11, and then the one in the back, 12. So there are 12 edges, 6 faces, 8 vertices, 12 edges, and then they say, is it a cube? Well, let's take a look at this one. This one has all the same length. This is a square, this is a square, this is a square. And these are not the same length. And that was the definition of our square. All of the faces had to be a square. This is not a square. Now, I'm going to let you try this. Use your dot paper to draw a cube. Here's your example. Let's see if you can do that down here. And let's go to the next page. We are now on 751. If Mr. Garrett's fingers will work. There we go. Yes, 751. Which shapes are cubes? Now I look at this and I say, my cube can't be flat. It has to be a three-dimensional. It can't just be the one face, right? If I put that right under the camera, it looks like it's just flat. Okay? I have this side and this side and this side and this side, and it doesn't look like it's flat. Or it doesn't look like it's up and down. But if I look like this, I see that it's going to the left and to the right, but it's also going up and down. And so this is a cube. This yellow picture is flat. It doesn't have anything going up or down. So that is not a cube. Let's see. Now, all of the cubes that they were showing us, they had to have squares for all of their faces. Let's see, that looks like a square, and that looks like a square, and that looks like a square. And all of these, they look like squares if we're tilted, but this one, well, that one has a rectangle, not a square. So let's see if I can look at these. This face, and this face are all squares. So that is a cube. This one is a cube. And this one, again, all of the faces are squares. All right. Let's take a look at this next one. It says to draw a picture of a cube on here. I think you can do it. All right. I believe in you. A hint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That will get you started. So we go 5 and then 5 and then 5. Let's see if you can find out how to do that from the other page. All right, how many faces do 2 cubes have in all? Let's see. If I have 1 cube, we counted before, there's 1 and 2 and 3. And the back 4, and the bottom is 5, and the right side is 6. So if this cube has 6 faces, that's 1 cube, then this cube also has 6 faces. So 6 plus 6, we know that from a doubles, and 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 faces on the 2 cubes. All right, which two-dimensional shape makes up a cube? Name the shape. Well, I know that I can't make it out of this because all of the sides have to be the same size. I know I can't make it out of this because these are not right angles. And I know that I can't make it out of this because that is not a right angle. So the only one that works is when all of the sides are the same length and all of the corners are right angles, which means that a cube is made up of squares, right? They're all quadrilaterals. Even the square is a quadrilateral. However, a square is a special kind of a quadrilateral where all of the sides are the same and all of the angles are 90 degree. All right. There's some extra challenging thinking on 752. Let's see if you can do these and do the next 2 pages in your workbook. Practice on your own. And of course, if you have any questions, that would be the time to bring them to your teacher and we will try to help you out. All right. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a spectacular day.